Expert Says, the official podcast series of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, where we bring you insightful conversation with the mind shaping the future of Indian agriculture and rural resilience. Today, we are honored to have with us a remarkable leader from the world of Agri insurance, Srimati Priya Kumar, business head at SBI General Insurance. With deep expertise and years of experience in insurance sector, she brings a powerful perspective. As women continue to take on a larger role in farming and agricultural livelihood, it becomes essential to understand how insurance schemes like PMFBY can be more inclusive and impactful to them. So tune in as we dive into how insurance can empower women in agriculture, break barrier and build climate resilience from the ground up. Let's get started. Let's welcome Miss Priya to our podcast Expert Says. Welcome to our podcast, ma'am.
Thank you.
Talking about women in our agriculture workforce, let's talk about how can we integrate them into crop insurance, especially PMFBY as a insurance part. Ma'am, how can you say?
Thank you. It's a very close, the point or the aspect that you put forward is very close to my heart as well. I have been a part of the agriculture framework over a decade, mainly in the formative years of the PMFBY scheme as well since 2016. So as we all know that in India, about 45% of the workforce is employed in the agriculture sector. And women really form 65% of that share. So the male population working in the agriculture sector is far lesser than the women. Right from, their contribution during the sowing stage, the intricacies and the finesse that they bring when the sowing happens. You must have seen a lot of pictures and images really showing women in the farms when they are sowing with full meticulous details. And the second aspect that we see where they play a very big role is also during the harvesting stage. Again, in the harvesting stage, there is a lot of laborious work that needs to be done. There is a lot of hard work. You need to toil for a long time on the field. And women seem to have that endurance level to really go out there and work for longer hours. So while we said that they have these capabilities, how do we improve their presence on the risk mitigation side or the crop insurance side? So when the scheme started in 2015, we saw that the coverage started off by about 10 to 12% of the women farmers got covered. As we moved along today, in the country, we have about 20% of the farmers being covered. Whereas the labor that they actually put in, about 65% of them are actually going out and working on the fields. So if you look at that, there is a huge mismatch in terms of the presence of women there vis-a-vis the coverage that the women take. The question would be that do these women actually own these land holdings? No, they are mostly laborers. Or they could be tenant farmers. So I think the important thing would be to impart very strong advocacy at the grassroots level, ensure that we also use women to educate women. They probably would be able to understand and relate in a better way. We do a lot of campaigns at the grassroots level, and if we involve women in these campaigns, the SHG workforce, it will really carry a long way.
Priya, as you talked about women-led campaigns, so is there any example of such campaigns where they have played a vital role in inclusivity of women farmers in crop insurance or insurance in general?
Certainly, women have really played a critical role in a lot of activities on the education side, which are happening even currently. So one such example I would like to talk about is a massive program that a large FMCG company, Hindustan Unilever, is carrying out, wherein they have Shakti Ammas. These Shakti Ammas are basically empowered women, educated women who actually go out and educate the women at the grassroots level on the importance of the self-hygiene, on the importance of health and its benefits, thereby also correlating the products that they are bringing out, right? So as far as insurance is concerned, we do have a lot of ministries who are working at the grassroots level with women, with children, women and child development. The labor ministries are working. The self-help groups by way of the National Rural Livelihood Mission, they are themselves extremely strong at the grassroots level. If we kind of make a synergy of all these initiatives and bring these workforce on a digitized platform and create a very easy to access, basically you could say content, easy to understand, easy to access digital content. This is definitely going to make a revolutionary change, although it will not happen overnight.
Yeah, of course.
Because women firstly believe in saving, conserving for the family, and then they think about themselves in terms of what they could really go out and do. So, but this would definitely help in terms of imparting knowledge.
Yeah. Priyaji, as you talked about role of self-help groups, what kind of insurance solutions can we provide to all these farmers, especially women farmers?
Yes, solutions should actually start off firstly with what could really take care of their day-to-day exposures. While the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana by itself is a very comprehensive scheme, which is actually addressing end-to-end needs of whether the farmer is a female or a male farmer, irrespective, but it's actually a very comprehensive program by itself. When it comes to specifically to women farmers beyond their crop-related risks, they also have lifestyle-related risks, which are exposures which are associated. And these exposures could actually be taken care by very crisp and simple solutions on the health and PA side. The one of such example is a product that we had rolled out recently by way of our SBI banking network to women customers as well as to women SME customers. It's a product called Arogya Protect. It's a very simple product. No complications. The features are exclusive and vast in nature, covering right from pre-hospitalization to during hospitalization to post-hospitalization. And the structure is very simple. So the premiums don't keep changing every 4 to 5 years vis-a-vis other health insurance products. We have kept the tenure of the premium change for a longer span. The slabs are only 2 or 3 levels. This becomes very easy for the woman to plan her finances in a much better way. So once she enrolls into the program, she knows for sure for the next 10 years or 12 years, the premium is not going to change. So that helps in planning in a better manner. The second thing that we provided as a very good solution is the digitized enrollment. So we do have all our products on the app, and it's very easy for SHG members to access the product by way of a simple application service. And by taking an OTP-based enrollment, you can complete the transaction in less than 2 minutes, which makes it very, very easy, and it's more reliable.
Of course.
If the transaction is completed on the app, and as we all know that women are very digitally savvy today, they know exactly what is out in the market, what are the latest features, and if insurance can be embedded the way we have done it by way of our application service, it becomes very easy for them to relate to that product as well.
That's wonderful to know how women are playing a vital role, especially in technology and all. Priyaji, what is the one message you would like to leave to our female workforce?
I consider myself also in that framework, the female workforce. So we are all working at different stages, right?
Yeah.
So we have women in the urban areas, women in the semi-urban areas, and women in the rural areas. We are all engaged in very different types of activities.
Yeah.
Some of us at very you would say white collar jobs for the men. So some of us play the role like we are playing today on a lot of policy making and strategizing. Some of us are actually at the implementing stage, like we spoke about earlier on the SHG level.
Yeah.
So I think overall, women are very resilient. They have a lot of endurance level. They have multitasking capabilities. And these are very unique capabilities. I'm not trying to be gender biased out here, but the point I'm trying to make is that women are known to manage families.
Yeah.
Women are known to manage careers. Women are known to manage crisis situations. Women are also very, very, very prominent in managing financial planning. That is why in our country, if you see the microfinance framework is extremely large and successful, wherein the entire model revolves around lending to women in the SHG space. Along with that, women are also very dependable. So they do a lot of risk sharing and they understand the importance of actually self-respect as well as maintaining a credible financial track record.
Yeah.
Given all these positives about women, I really don't think that women really need any advice.
Yeah.
The only one thing I would leave out here is that self-care is first very important. And along with self-care, it's also important to understand the self-risks that are associated. When we go out and do so much for the society and so much for our near and dear ones, I think the first thing we need to do is care about ourselves and care about how to protect our own risks and cover ourselves against all these uncertainties that we definitely encounter during this entire delivery that we do for the society.
Of course, ma'am. Priya ji, it was so inspiring and so motivational, and for me especially, and I'm sure to all our female viewers as well. Thank you for joining us in our today's podcast. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for inviting me as well.